been deceived by my own daughter. Oh, what great shame this brings upon me. Praise the heavens, Rodrigo appeared to uncover the truth. I was roused from my slumber by the screeching cries of the young Rodrigo and my agent, Iago. I admit, at first I assumed Rodrigo came to persuade me to give him my daughter's hand in marriage. I had already charged him not to hunt upon my doors. He is, after all, a persistent man driven by jealousy. But alas, he came to tell me of my daughter's marriage to that Moor. Oh, treachery! Down with him. The thief who had stolen my girl's innocence. It was with drugs or minerals that he tricked her. He must be arrested. That man, he is a disgrace. I feel like my daughter is dead. She was abused, stoned for me, and corrupted. She could have not fallen in love with what she feared to look on. I was so enamoured that I took my case to the Senate, only to have the senator rule in Othello's favor. Both the Moor and Desdemona claim it was the stories of his heroic deeds that enchanted her. Alas, I must submit to defeat. I'd rather to adopt a child than get it. I am glad as soul I have no other child, for Desdemona's sake will teach me tyranny to hang claws on them. The Turks are heading to Cyrus, but I will not allow the entrance of my daughter to my house. She has made her decision.
The weather is certainly wild, and the storm is said to have sunken a vast majority of the Turkish fleet. It disappoints me to know the sorcerer Moor has made it safe on the island. He should have been swallowed by the tempest sea. That conniving man doesn't deserve the love of my daughter. Whispers of the street have come to my ears that there shall be celebration in honor of his safety from the Turks. Othello is said to be planning a celebration for Cyprus and for his thieving of my daughter. My servant tells me that my sweet Desdemona and that brutish Moor have consummated their love. The people of the streets talk about the incident with his men drinking excessively. They threaten to beat one another. I believe it was a man named Cassio. Yes, it was he who was dismissed from his position as lieutenant, and for good reason. He stabbed Montana while he was intoxicated. That is no place for my sweet daughter to be. My ancient also tells me that Cassio was spotted holding my daughter's hand. What is this? I did not raise my daughter to marry against my wishes, only to go about courting other men. Oh, I should have remained a bachelor, for no man is more heartbroken than a father whose own blood and flesh has betrayed him.
Ever since the departure of that foolish child of mine, Desdemona, she has left to be with the Moor, only for me to hear of her betrayal to her husband from the servants. I warned him, I did. If she would lie to her own flesh and blood, what would stop her from committing the act once again? What has become of my once sweet and innocent child? The sorrows and struggles of being a father, alas, are unbecoming. I age more and more as the bearer of bad news swoops down from its nest consistently and attacks me, causing more damage. How could Desdemona betray her husband so? This child is wild and beyond my control. Then I hear that the possible lover is none other but the young Cassio. How in the devil's name could her handkerchief possibly appear in Cassio's living compartments? She runs from home only to cause trouble elsewhere. I cannot understand why she would do such a thing. I fear she has driven Othello beyond the point of reason. He is consumed with jealousy, and I know not how he will react or treat my daughter. The horrid fate Desdemona has brought upon herself. What curse or witchery has bewitched my daughter into behaving so out of character?
I must not let my feelings get the best of me. But how could the witchcrafting Moor dare lay a hand on her soft and delicate skin? My ears could not believe the horrific tales my servant tells me. I lost her to a monster. She forsook so many noble matches, her country, her friends, and her father, to be called a whore. I hear many stories of the Moor's hidden anger. By heaven, you do me wrong, pleaded my child, but the stubborn man would not listen to the woman who swore to love him. I am filled with anger. I must remember that she has made her decision, and there is nothing I can do about it. News has arrived that Roderigo is dead. He is also being accused of attacking Cassio, but I refuse to believe that such a good man would do that. But could it be that Roderigo, like my daughter, had an unknown side? A side which no one would have ever expected from him, deceiving the eyes. But he uncovered the truth. I was blind, and he opened my eyes. The servants whisper about Roderigo and Iago as if they were villains. Who or what should I believe? I have had enough. I am an old man, and cannot handle such grief for so long. All my efforts to raise a proper woman were in vain. Oh, heaven have mercy on both. I shall die and never know the truth. I know not what to believe. My depression worries the servants, but I do not care. I am too overcome by grief. If the Moor will kill my daughter, then I shall go first, so I will never have to hear of it. Besides, I am an old man. My time is almost up. I can feel it.